Okay, how's everybody doing? So, can you guess what this is or was? This is an old Proto 2000 SD7 I found up on a dusty shelf in a hobby shop. And I thought, this is a locomotive that I've been wanting to build for a long, long time. And I finally found one and I snatched it up right away. It was under $100. And I'm going to rebuild this whole locomotive to the one that I want, which I'll show subsequently down the road with some of my possible midweek or weekend publications. So I want to show you how easy it is to strip one of these. It's a little bit, it's a little bit of work, but not much. The isopropyl alcohol does all the work for you. It's just you need a toothbrush, 99% isopropyl alcohol, and some dish soap, and then be willing to do it 2 or 3 times, and you'll get this thing squeaky clean, all ready for your new custom locomotive build, okay? Okay, how's everybody doing? So I want to show you how I go about stripping a locomotive when I want to do a custom build and paint. So this is one of my favorite, make sure that's in focus. This is one of my favorite companies that goes back over 30 years. Proto 2000 series. Like, these were ahead of their time, like way before, like they even gave Kato a run for their money because of the details. Kato's still awesome, probably one of the best for the age of a locomotive and just the simplicity of design. Kato and my fleet, like my Kato locomotives I have, are like, I have no complaints. Like I've restored them and refurbished some of them and repainted them, and they're just awesome. They're not high end on the detail, like scale trains-esque, and Rapido, but you can do that though. These, however, on the other hand, are unbelievably surprising in detail. You'll find out when you take one apart, and in this case, restrip it like I do. So I want to show you what I use, okay? So let me just back up just a little bit here. So you need a pickle jar so that you can use just one full bottle of 99% isopropyl alcohol. So this is my second strip. I stripped the Walthers with this, so it's been recycled. So I'm not, like, it's not wasted. Like, you'll lose a little bit of it from evaporation, but what I do is when I put the locomotive into the jar, it sticks up a ways. So I just cover it with a rag, and then I put like a yogurt cup like over top like this, and I leave it in the sink, like, or downstairs in a dark corner, and I leave it overnight, and then I flip it around, because it sticks out a ways. If you get a jar the full length, that's great, but it doesn't really matter. So this has been in like overnight once, and this method works for Atlas, Walthers, Proto 2000. What else have I stripped? I can't think right now, but it won't work for Kato. Like, the isopropyl alcohol does, like, Kato has a type of paint that seems to be impervious to just about anything. And there's some, Kato's a locomotive shell that you really want to get an undeck and not have to strip it. But these Protos and Atlas and Walthers, they strip easy. So you can see how, let me zoom in a little bit, okay? Okay, so you can see that I had this bottom part in the isopropyl alcohol. I had it flipped over for a while, but that's okay. I'll get to this part. But I just took a toothbrush and I just keep dipping the toothbrush in the alcohol and rubbing. And when it starts, like when you start to rub it, it just starts to just fall right off like a banana peel. This is dried now, so it'll re-stick again. But that's okay. I'm doing it in a big old tub or sink, and then once it's all stripped, I'll just clean it with dish soap, and you end up with a beautiful undeck, that aren't available, actually, you know what I mean? So that is what I do. Excuse me one sec. That is what I do to strip a locomotive that I want to do a custom build and paint on, okay? Cheers, happy modeling, and I hope that you have a great day.